This country belongs to all of us. And the federal government, the presidency, must act fast, because time is going. From north, west, northeast, north central, southwest, southeast, south, there is general insecurity. And this is being propelled by herdsmen. I want to repeat again, I have made it a petition to the presidency and to all security agencies before, that if they want peace, Mayetiala must be arrested. These are people who have owned up. They have taken responsibility that they have killed, they maimed, they rape, and do all sorts of atrocities. And yet their leadership is in Abuja, and nobody is confronting them. And until these people are arrested. When I talk, I was being castigated. I was being vilified. Nothing bad that was not said against me. I am this and that. But the reality is here. It is not just happening to Benue State today. It is happening to the entire country. Why is the federal government being silent about this Fuläñi men? When will the federal government come out and criticize and arrest herdsmen carrying AK-47? When are they going to do that? Are we second citizens in this country? What gives Fuläñi man superior to any other person, to a thief man? I am not their slave. A Benue man is not a slave to any Fuläñi man in this country. And so federal government must do this. At a point in time, the federal government came out with a policy through the police that even those with license, then guns, double barrel and pump action should surrender to police. How many times have the presidency come out to condemn that Fuläñi men are carrying AK-47 all over the place? This is not correct. We stand for justice, equity, and fairness. Whatever is happening to a Fuläñi man should also happen to any other person. That was why I called the federal government to license me and many others to have guns, to have AK-47 too. Because if I have my AK-47, a Fuläñi man is coming there, he knows that I have, and he has. Then we can fight each other. But you can't disarm me and arm a Fuläñi man. This is the point. So this is not right. The federal government is biased, is unfair. The failure in security is caused by federal government. This question of arresting those who oppose to Fuläñi men. I also heard about the press statement issued by the presidency when the governor of Ondo issued a 7-day ultimatum that the Fuläñi should leave the forest. The presidency came out swiftly and said that it is wrong for him to say that. But when people are killed in Benue, killed in Ondo, killed in Ekiti, killed in Taraba, killed in Jigawa, killed in Zamfara, killed in all these places by these herdsmen, and they come out, there is one Fuläñi social cultural organization called FUNA, who came out and claimed responsibility and said that they are going to do more. They will mobilize Fulanis from all over the place to come and take over Nigeria, that it is their ancestral land. Presidency did not say anything. But they quickly ordered the arrest of an activist who stood up to speak and to work against his people. What else will you do? When you see your people being killed, you see your people's farm being razed down, being eaten off by herdsmen, what else will you do as a patriotic person of that community? What else will you do? It's just the same thing. The World Terrorist Index have described Fuläñi as the 4th terrorist group in the world. But up to today, they have not cared, the federal government have not cared to declare herdsmen as terrorist organization. And they have gone further to form Mayetiala. Katanhore, Mietiala, cattle breeders, Mietiala, this one, Funam, that one. And federal government is romancing with them. And federal government comes out to defend them. Anything time something happens to them, but when they cause pains in the lives of other people, federal government will keep quiet. Federal government have gone ahead to ban iPod. Why can't they ban? What did iPod do that they went ahead and banned them? This one that Fulanis are taking over everywhere under the watch of the presidency, and they're not saying anything. What is the meaning of that? What are they trying to say? When you talk, they will come after you. Some people are afraid in this country to talk because if they come, EFCC will come after them. ICPC will come after them. Security agencies will come after them. They did that to me. And I went to court against them and I won. They did that to me. They tried to impeach me. But by the grace of God, I survived. So these are the issues. So why do you need to go and talk about that man must be arrested? How about the Fuläñi men that killed people, remove people's eyes, give people gradual killing? Have you made any attempt to arrest them? All these things are all over the place on social media.
Think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fuläñi. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing. Some of you don't understand it, but we do. Some of you do not understand what is happening, but we do. And that is why we are here to tell you. The real terrorists in Asarok, they have dropped them, and now presidency is telling you, you cannot touch them. But these are people killing people in Yoruba forest. No, you cannot touch them. A whole presidency to tell you that every Fuläñi man is in on this. Their foot soldiers are Mietiala. Have you all forgotten that they gave Mietiala 100 billion? Have you all forgotten? No, typical Nigeria, nigger. Have you all forgotten? So you've forgotten that this so-called presidency, Garba gave Mietiala 100 billion to come down to the south to give peanuts to useless monarchs and traditional rulers so that our forests can be taken. Have you all forgotten? Oh, you have. Of course, you're in the zoo. You've forgotten. Did they give 100 billion to any other organization? Did Asarok give 100 billion to any other group? Why would a government give 100 billion to a bunch of terrorists and openly claim that they are stakeholders in the government? That is why government can come out openly without shame to support terrorists in Yoruba forests. Let them come to our land and they will see. They say that all the government of Ondo State and others must draw a boundary. Where who are the bandits and who are the law abiding? How can we know? That's not going to my phone about my phone and when man can all the lizards, all the we know now lizard, their stomach is almost on the floor. So we don't know which one has belly ache. How do we know? How can you differentiate between a good headsman and a violent terrorist headsman? How can you know? How can you know? I'm asking you. Mietiala is there, remote controlling all your lives. Look at how they installed, after installing Hope Uzodinma, they installed the idiot Hope, George Obiozo. George Obiozo was the man that took Hope Uzodinma to the north to go and introduce him as a politician. The same Uzodinma that George Obiozo, he's an intellectual, as they, you know, the fools. Once they give you a degree, they say you're an intellectual. George Obiozo, before he took Hope Uzodinma to the north, did you know that Hope Uzodinma was doing 419 in Lagos? He was a fraudster doing Yahoo in Lagos. Who doesn't know in Imo State that Hope Uzodinma was a fraudster in Lagos? These are the type of leaders that they imposed on our people. Idiots. And we are there. They have Apex organization. Apex Ohanese, Apex. These are errand boys for the caliphate. That's why BBC is promoting him. That is why they are all promoting. That is what they have always done. Black people are like that. As I told you before, when the British came to to stop the eastern advance of the French colonial forces in Benin Republic, in Badagry, basically in Badagry. You know what Britain did? They didn't go to England to go and bring soldiers. They went to Ghana. They recruited the Ghanaians, black niggers from Ghana, to come and help them to conquer their fellow niggers in Nigeria. They didn't have to go travel very far. That is why I keep saying that the brain of a black man is his greatest impediment. You see, inside this brain, everything a black man is suffering from is here. Inability to reason. Inability to reason. It is the truth that I must tell you. Some may not like it, but of course I will tell you. You cannot, the presidency is telling, you cannot unilaterally push out headsmen. What are they doing in the bushes? In the forest? And they said it's to feed their cattle. Before the white man came, where were you feeding your cattle? Fuläñi? Where? What was your cattle eating then? They said it's climate change. Of course, it's a lie. You came from very barren, arid Sahel. No rain in Sahel for centuries. It didn't start today. You were able to keep your cattle. You drink the blood and you drink the milk. That's how you survive. Now, what are you doing in Ondo Forest? Our people cannot see because they are blind. People cannot see because they are blind, but we are here to open your eyes. All of them killing themselves over Jonathan presidency, from the so-called Niger Delta or Yoruba that was dying because of Obasanjo presidency. Where are they today? They are still the ones crying that things are not okay. So you think as an Igbo man, if you're there for 8 years, somehow, miraculously, you will change anything? You don't sit right, and they killed him. Use your brain. It was meant to be Alex Ekweme after Shagari. Buhari overthrew the government in 1983. Some of you don't know history. Rather than allow an Igbo man to become the president, they did a coup. Some of you need to reason very well. Also, you claim you went to school, you should be able to use your brain. How can you believe the people who are foolish? They cannot, because of the...
I love my state and the leaders that have been ruling in my state. You see a man like Babajan, that man really done well for us. Now the present governor right now, that man, may God bless that man, because right now at least he make my father to smile, because my father has what? My father has left work over 10 years under Lalong, no salary, nothing, under the APC guy, nothing. But this new guy came, and what happened? At least he paid my father his arrears, his gratuity. Now at least, for sure, now you see the reason why we are saying competent people. So you see a man like that, just imagine you give a man like that Nigeria. What are you expecting to see? You give a man like that Nigeria, I'm telling you today, we will not be crying, see no food.
You are from Plateau State. Yes. It seems that the Plateau indigenes are having problems with the Fuläñi, it's not the Hausas. But who owns the land in Plateau State?
Thank you very much. In Plateau State, we have many tribes. We have almost 50 tribes. Let me shock you. We have almost 50 tribes. Only Plateau is 50
tribes in Plateau State.
I'm telling you.
So which one are you?
Me and Biroman.
Okay.
We have Lantan, we have Angas, we have Goma, we got many tribes. So Fuläñi people are not part of us. That is why even if this Nigeria will be one, let me be honest with you. The only thing that can make this Nigerian to be one, it is only when we fight evil, then Nigeria can be one. But Nigeria will never be one if the evil continue. Even in our government, we need to come out all the wicked leaders. We should throw all the wicked leaders, then Nigeria will be good. Because right now, as I'm speaking to you, in this country, our leaders, let me tell you, 95% of them, they were not there because people voted for them. They were there because they think their money gave them that position, because they have their way. So the honestly truth that needs to be told is that the youth of this country need to know we have a light that we can bring these people down to their knees, but the youth will not listen.
2015, you supported Goodluck Jonathan from the south ahead of Muhammadu Buhari, who is from the north like you. Why did you support Jonathan instead of Buhari?
Why will I support a person that value cows? Cows, he value the life of cows and the life of a human being. You want me to value a person that value cows? A person that is living his life as a thug. A person that is living his life with bad guys, bad people, harming innocent people. You want me to vote for a person like that? If I vote for a person like that, well, how will you look at me? You will look at me like that person now. So I'm not like that person. So I have to go for a person that I am reasoning like him, because I'm believing that one day in this life I want to become something. You know, I want to become, maybe let me become a lawyer, or let me become a doctor, or let me become something. You understand now? You understand now? Or let me, anything that I can be in this life, let me just become, but let me have a sense of reasoning. Let me have a sense of my own to know who is a good leader and who is a right leader. That's why I continue to tell people it's Yar'Adua only. I know that I never vote for Yar'Adua, but I love Yar'Adua because he's a leader. And if Yar'Adua should come back for a second time,
Yar'Adua,
yes,
the person that died.
The guy that died.
It was a Fuläñi man, but people like him.
Fuläñi will, I did not vote for him, but honestly speaking, because of how he came and he was bringing down the price of food. Imagine, as of that time, food is not cost, so, but at that time he's bringing down the thing. Something that you buy 100 naira, you make it 15 naira. Will you not like that person?
And then in 2023 too, as we are closing, you also supported an Igbo man again from the east, Peter Obi, instead of Tinubu and Atiku. Why are you supporting people from?
Let me tell you why I support. You see me, I don't just vote like that. I look at their credential, I look at their project, I look at how they treat their people when they are governors. I look at the development which they have done in their state. I have to see the person that I saw that he has done well for his people. It is Peter Obi. That is why I have to go for Peter Obi, because Ahmed Bola, as of the time he was the governor, the only thing I hear about him is that they were sharing money for guys, for youth in the street, and that's the only thing. That is not a good development. A good development is that you should give them a future of their sense, future that they will see themselves, they will become something for tomorrow. Look at the Lagos now. If not be God, this Lagos massive, but don't come up for Lagos now. Now God just say make I come Lagos. You know waiting, you know the plan weighing up on you. But honestly speaking, if not be God, me I don't leave Lagos. Because honestly speaking, poverty there everywhere. Everywhere, but Northerners now there be the capital of poverty. Go to Maiduguri, go to Kano, go to Kaduna, go to Nigeria, be the capital of poverty. And they came there, we are killing people. They were killing people in Plateau State. They bombed the biggest market in Plateau State. Anytime I see that market, I cry. Why am I crying?
Who may have bombed the biggest market?
Let's talk the truth. Babangida know his son is there. And you see them, they will be saying they are good leaders. Which good leaders? Babangida, they don't destroy this country. They destroy us. They do not want us to have a good life.
Finally, because we must close now, we are going to today's public holiday. But let's look at the fact that you have always said that Nigeria is not one, and you like everyone to go their separate ways. Why have you changed your mind now?
See, let me tell you the truth. I love Nigeria to be one, but based on my survey, I don't survey with my God give you eyes, not only you know these eyes that God gives you, but God is not just giving you eyes to see something and just pass. So God give you eyes when you see something, take that into your head and think. You know, take that into your head. When you see people life, they found it difficult to eat. You should take it to your head and reason why are people finding life difficult to eat. Common food in this country called Nigeria, people don't have food to eat. People don't have food to eat. So you see, from there you need to ask yourself, are we one? You see, from there you understand we are not one. But look at a nation. Look at the nation that are doing fair. They are treating their leaders with fairness, with integrity. Look at those white people. That's why I always like white people. I always like white people because these are people that understand that yes, maybe they are doing good thing for their people because they are white people, or maybe it's because of their integrity. But when it comes to us, maybe because we have many religion, we have many tribalism, and those things has already made us not to be one. That is why we need to look into those aspects. By those aspects, you will understand that everybody needs to go his way. by that aspect, everybody, because your belief and my belief has already disqualified us together. See, let me tell you what people are not talking about. See, there are places you go in the north. If you are a Christian, do you know how those people will be treating you? In the north, I like the south though, because they are not like that though. That's why I can tell you, Yoruba people, Yoruba Muslim, me, I see them as very, very good Muslim. I see them as people that don't have problem. That's for me personally. But if you go to the north, if you are a Christian, okay, see in Lagos.